don't know. Let's do an easy one.
Yeah. What one we gonna do?
Over there by the side of the road, looking down from a tree, eyes glowing in the night, looking mean and staring at me. I'll give you all the room that you need. Possum in a tree. Never mind the one-way road. You'll go anywhere you want to go. You'll never see me standing in your way. And if you start walking, I'll make you stay. You look so creepy cool to me. Possum in a tree. mean and staring at me. I'll give you all the room that you need. Possum in a tree. Never mind the one-way road. You'll go anywhere you want to go. You'll never see me standing in your way. And if you start walking, I'll make you stay. You look so creepy cool to me. Possum in a tree. I know it's time for me to hit the road. I hope I never see you out there though. The road is rough and rocky along the way. And if you don't look out, you just might pay.
Hey, welcome to Bob's Barn Jamborees. This nice sunny afternoon, turning out pretty good. You're going to be watching Dan and Rose Beukema for the next hour. I believe Sid is going to accompany them a little bit in a few songs. Want to welcome the ladies from Lowell. They haven't been here for 5 months. The only thing we request, ladies, is keep it toned down when you holler and everything. Yeah. Next week is going to be Danny Paul and his Michigan Country Music Hall of Fame show here. Over on my right is a jar donation. If anybody wants to put some money in there to help further this music ministry. Let's see, turn your cell phones off. The cameras don't like it. Also, if you haven't been here before and you need to use the restroom, go out that red door you came in, up that green ramp. Into the house, there's a restroom on the right. That one's full, go down that little hall and keep turning left. And if you make enough left turns, you'll hit the one off the kitchen. So let's, why don't you give your Dan and Rose Beukema a nice round welcome.
It's great to be back here. I looked on my old calendars, and we haven't been here since June of 2019, so high time. And the only rule we have is if you know a song, we want you to sing along with us. And from what I hear, you two ladies, that's not going to be a problem with you.
No. We just need to know what this is.
Well, there'll be a contest afterwards to see who can name it. No. Are you? And play. Are you ready?
Yep. There's a house on a hill by a worn down weathered old mill in the valley below where the river winds. There's no such thing as bad times. A soft southern flame
when the sun goes down. And the wheels of love, they go round, wheels of love go round. Love go round, love go round. A joyful sound. I ain't got a penny for cotton gin to spin, but then the wheels they go round. When a new day begins, I go down to the cotton gin and I make my time worthwhile to them. Then I climb back up again, and she waits by the door. Oh, Cotton Jenny, I'm sore, and she rubs my feet when the sun goes down. And the wheels of love, they go round, wheels of love go round. Love go round, love go round. A joyful sound. I ain't got a penny for cotton gin to spin, but then the wheels they go round. In my hot, sickly south, well they say, well shut my mouth, I will never be free from the cotton grind. But then I got what's mine, a soft southern flame. Oh, Cotton Jenny's her name, and she wakes me up when the sun goes down. And the wheels of love, they go round, wheels of love go round. Love go round, love go round. A joyful sound. I ain't got a penny for cotton gin to spin, but then the wheels they go round.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. We got a little number here from, I think, from the early 60s, back when everybody here was a teenager, right?
Patty Page, right?
I think Patty Page had a hit with this, and I think on the country charts it was Slim Whitman, if I'm not mistaken.
When the sun in the morning beats over the hill and kisses the roses round my windowsill, then my heart beats with gladness when I hear the trill of the birds in the treetops on Mockingbird Hill. Tra-la-la, twiddly-dee-dee, it gives me a thrill to wake up in the morning to the mockingbird's trill. Tra-la-la, twiddly-dee-dee, there's peace and goodwill. You're welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill. There's a three-cornered plow and an acre to till, and a mule that I bought for a $10 bill. There's a tumble-down shack and an old rusty mill, but it's my home, sweet home on Mockingbird Hill. Tra-la-la, twiddly-dee-dee, it gives me a thrill to wake up in the morning to the mockingbird's trill. Tra-la-la, twiddly-dee-dee, there's peace and goodwill. You're welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill. When it's late in the evening, I climb up the hill and survey all my kingdom, while every Tra-la-la, twilly-dee-dee, there's peace and goodwill. You're welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill. Twiddly-dee-dee, it gives me a thrill to wake up in the morning to the mockingbird's trill. Tra-la-la, twilly-dee-dee, there's peace and goodwill. You're welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill.
Well, we play at a lot of senior facilities, and we do a lot of old gospel tunes for those folks because they all like them. And here's On the Wings of a Dove. When Noah had drifted on the flood many days, he searched for land in various ways. Troubles he had some, but he was not forgotten. God sent down his love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove.
When Jesus went down to the river that day, he was baptized in the usual way. And when it was done, God blessed his son. He sent him his love on the wings of a dove,
On the wings of a snow white dove,
he sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above,
on the wings of a dove. When trouble surrounds us, when evil comes, the body grows weak and the spirit grows numb. When these things beset us, God doesn't forget us. He sends down his love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove.
Nice singing.
Very good. Thank you. All right. Rose's favorite song from the Blueberry Patch when she was about 15.
WLS.
There you go. Oh, these guys probably couldn't. Could you pick up WLS, out
WLS
here?
out of
All
Chicago.
right, yeah. You'll know this one, I think. There's a village hidden deep in the valley, among the pine trees half forlorn.
sunny morning, little Jimmy Brown was born.
All the chapel bells were ringing in the little valley town, and the songs that they were singing were for little Jimmy Brown. And the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, bless this hour of meditation, guide him with eternal love. There's a village hidden deep in the valley, beneath the mountains high above, and there, 20 years thereafter, Jimmy was to meet his love. All the chapel bells were ringing, 'twas a great day in his life, 'cause the songs that they were singing were for Jimmy and his wife. And the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, bless, O Lord, this celebration. May their lives be filled with love. In the village, hidden deep in the valley, one rainy morning, dark and gray, a soul winged its way to heaven. Jimmy Brown had passed away. Just a lonely bell was ringing in the little valley town. 'Twas farewell that it was singing to our good old Jimmy Brown. And the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, may his soul find the salvation of thy great eternal love. Yeah. Okay, Sid, you're on. You didn't know it was coming that soon, did you? Well, well, now you can answer. You get your question answered on what instrument that is.
Got a guess? Don't know. What's it called? It's a psaltery.
Speaking to the mic
Like
there.
psalter hymnal and psalms. In the Bible, it said praise him with psaltery and harp, and they think in Bible days it may have had 8 strings, and they plucked them with their fingers. This has 24 and play it with a bow, so it's called a bowed psaltery.
So we just ended singing a well-known song from the Browns, but now we're going to do the first song, from what I heard or read, the first song they actually recorded, which you probably don't know, but we'll see. It's called The Lonely Little Robin. And I got to change my picks here a second. Oops. All right, here we go. There's a lonely little robin in a tree by my door, and it waits for its mate to return evermore. So remember, please remember, that I'm lonely too, like the lonely little robin. I'm waiting for you. When you went away, dear, you promised that you'd write, and I thought that you would be true. Now I find the mailbox is empty day and night, as empty as the arms that held you. There's a lonely little robin in a tree by my door, and it waits for its mate to return evermore. So remember, please remember, that I'm lonely too. Like the lonely little robin, I'm waiting for you. I walked all alone down the lane we used to walk, where we strolled together for years. Now my cheeks are wet, and it is hard for me to tell if raindrops are falling or tears. There's a lonely little robin in a tree by my door, and it waits for its mate to return evermore. So remember, please remember, that I'm lonely too. Like the lonely little robin, I'm waiting for you.
Thank you sometime.
All right. I think we played this one last time we were here, but it's a good upbeat set. It's a medley of some old gospel songs, so here we go.
Ready?
You gonna start? Here's one you all can know and sing along with.
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are taking the sunshine that has brightened our pathway a while. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the one who has loved you so true. For a long time, my darling, I've waited for the sweet words you never would say. Now at last, all my fond hopes have vanished, for they say you are going away. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the one who has loved you so true. Well, thank you for that. Thank you. Here's another one you country fans will probably remember from some old guy named Jim Reeves did this. Key of C. Have I told you lately that I love you? Could I tell you once again somehow? Have I told with all my heart and soul how I adore you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. This heart would break in two if you refuse me. I'm no good without you. telling you now.
Thank you. Thank you, Sid. You tell you what, I was feeling really good yesterday, and I think overnight we must have blown in a whole bunch of pollen, because I don't know if anybody else is having problems with that. All right, here's a
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton number for you.
I'd never heard of it, so it's new for us, but we think it's really pretty.
It's
and
kind of cool.
It's called God's Coloring Book. Today as I was walking in a field just down the way, I sat upon a fallen log to pass the time away. And as I looked around me, the more that I did look, the more I realized that I was viewing God's coloring book. There was a golden ray of sunshine, a silver drop of dew, a soft white floating cloud sailing across the sky of blue, a yellow dandelion, a pretty evergreen, and some red and orange flowers growing wild along the stream. And the more I looked around me, and the more that I did look, the more I realized that I was viewing God's coloring book. The grayness of an old man's hair, the pink in baby's cheeks, the blackness of a stormy sky, the brown in fallen leaves, and the multicolored rainbow stretched out across the sky, and the purple haze at sunset just before the night. And the more I looked around me, and the more that I did look, the more I realized that I was viewing God's coloring book. Then I turned my face toward the sky and said a silent prayer. Though God doesn't speak to me, I see Him everywhere. He is all around me, He's everywhere I look, and each new day is but a new page in God's coloring book. He is all around me, He's everywhere I look, and each new day is but a new page in God's coloring book. Thank you. Some of you knew that one.
What do we have next? Okay, got to give a shout out to the Calabogie Bluegrass Band, because I learned this tune from those guys. They were here a few years ago. This is a song by Skip Ewing, and it really, I like the message to it, because it kind of shows you how, you know, God doesn't just work through big fancy churches and educated pastors. This song talks about a fellow named Luke in the ministry he had going for him. It's called The Gospel According to Luke. He was an old hand at 11 and making his way. He smelled like old whiskey, and he needed a shave. His home was an alley off 8th Avenue, and if you had a minute or an hour or two, he'd tell you the gospel according to Luke. Luke carried his Bible in a Crown Royal bag. He wiped off his brow with an old dirty rag. He'd tell you straight out just the way he believed, saying faith in the good Lord is all that you need. I remember the morning when he first preached to me. He said, give to your brother if he is in need. Offer up thanks for the gifts you receive. There's treasure in heaven for the generous few. Well, that was the gospel according to Luke. So I bought him breakfast at the Daylight Cafe. Biscuits and gravy, hot coffee and eggs. He was hungry and ragged, hadn't eaten in days. But I was the one there who felt out of place when he folded his hands, bowed his head, and said grace. Then a week ago Wednesday I saw him again, downtown at the Mission, surrounded by friends, handing out all the change he'd collected that week, and saying you folks might need this a lot more than me. I try hard to practice the words that I preach. Give to your brother if he is in need. Offer up thanks for the gifts you receive. There's treasure in heaven for the generous few. Well, that was the gospel according to Luke. He was an old hand at living and making his way. He smelled like old whiskey and he needed a shave. His home was an alley off 8th Avenue, and if you had a minute or an hour or two, he'd tell you the gospel according to Luke. Thank you. Well, we're going to take you up and out to Canada now, eh? How's that? There's a river called the Myra up in Cape Breton in Nova Scotia. And this song was written in the early 70s and has kind of become the unofficial anthem of the province of Nova Scotia. And my better half is going to sing it for you now. It's called Song for the Myra.
I do want to say something though.
Oh.
When we were trying to learn it, we'd never heard it before.
Oh no, I'm going to be embarrassed now.
I did it first. I thought the line was marrying, you're going to marry somebody rich, but it's really Marion Bridge. So after we sang it, that doesn't make sense, and it's Marion Bridge, so hopefully. out on the Myra on warm afternoons. Old men go fishing with black line and spoons, and if they catch nothing, they'll never complain. And I wish I was with them again. As boys in their boats called to girls on the shore, teasing the ones that they dearly adore. And into the evening the courting begins, and I wish I was with them again. Can you imagine a piece of the universe more fit for princes and kings? I'll trade you 10 of your cities for Marion Bridge and the pleasure it brings. Out on the Myra on soft summer nights, bonfires blaze to the children's delight. They dance round the flames, singing songs with their friends, and I wish I was with them again. And over the ashes the stories are told of witches and werewolves and Oak Island gold. The stars on the river, they sparkle and spin, and I wish I was with them again. Can you imagine a piece of the universe more fit for princes and kings? I'll trade you 10 of your cities for Marion Bridge and the pleasure it brings. Out on the Myra, the people are kind. They'll treat you to homebrew and help you unwind. And if you are broken, they'll see that you mend, and I wish I was with them again. And so I'll conclude with a wish you go well. Sweet be your dreams and your happiness well. I'll leave you here, for my journey begins. I'm going to be with them again. Can you imagine a piece of the universe more fit for princes and kings? I'll trade you 10 of your cities for Marion Bridge and the pleasure it brings. I'm going to be with them, going to be with them. I'm going to be with them again.
Well, thank you. Nice job, Rosie. So, let's go back to Jamborees. You know, I was
You're not going to do the next one?
Isn't that the next one?
No, West Point Hope is after the Myra.
That's what we're doing.
Oh, Jamboree sang that song?
Yeah, newsflash. I remember one time I introduced this and I said George Reeves sang it. That would be super, wouldn't it? Yeah.
We do a lot of the senior circuits, and somebody asked us to learn it, and we knew it was an old hymn, but we hadn't sung it in years, and turns out we think it's very pretty.
Song as the voice of an angel, breathing a lesson on her. Hope with a gentle persuasion whispers her comforting word. Wait till the darkness is over. Wait till the tempest is done. Hope for the sunshine tomorrow, after the darkness is gone. Whispering hope, oh how welcome thy voice, making my heart in its sorrow rejoice. If in the dusk of the twilight dim be the region of fire, will not the deepening darkness brighten the glimmering star? Then when the night is upon us, why should the heart sink away? When the dark midnight is over, watch for the breaking of day. Whispering hope, oh how welcome thy voice, making my heart in its sorrow rejoice, making my heart in its sorrow rejoice.
Good singing.
You ready for this one, dear?
I don't know if I'm ever ready for this.
Okay,
one.
so we had a gig right around Valentine's Day, and we got to talking, thinking we got to learn a new love song for this thing. So I went on the internet and shopped around, and after a lot of trying, we came up with this tender, meaningful, heartfelt love song that we're going to sing for you now, and it's called "I'm Gonna Wear the Pants." Well, I'm gonna wear the pants.
And I'm gonna tell you which pair to wear.
Well, I'm gonna be the boss, little gal, so you'd better beware.
Oh, you can rattle your change and put on a dog and act like a millionaire.
I'm gonna wear the pants, little darling.
I'm gonna tell you which pair to wear.
We married 47 years ago, and we built a little home for two.
The very first week he started acting like a man, telling me what to do.
I figured I would wear the pants, and the big boss I was gonna be.
You gotta get up early in the morning to get ahead of little old me.
I'm gonna wear the pants.
And I'm gonna tell you which pair to wear.
I'm gonna be the boss, little gal, so you better beware.
Oh, you can rattle your change and put on the dog and act like a millionaire.
I'm gonna wear the pants, little darling.
I'm gonna tell you which pair to wear.
Oh, man has been the boss of the house ever since this world begun. And And I'm not the one to change all that. Let me tell you something, hon.
As long as I let you think you're the boss, we'll get along just fine. But when you start believing it, that's where I'll draw the line.
I'm gonna wear the pants.
And I'm gonna tell you which pair to wear.
I'm gonna be the boss, little gal, so you better beware.
Oh, you can rattle your change and put on the dog and act like a millionaire.
I'm gonna wear the pants, little darling.
I'm gonna tell you which pair to wear.
Well, when I get to feeling my oats and wanna blow off a little steam, you start flapping your jaw and laying down the law, trying to act real mean.
Oh, I'll let you have your fun for a while, then I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. When you get too big for those britches, I'll take you down a size or two.
I'm gonna wear the pants.
And I'm gonna tell you which pair to wear.
I'm gonna be the boss, little gal, so you better beware.
Oh, you can rattle your change and put on the dog and act like a millionaire.
I'm gonna wear the pants, little
I'm
darling.
gonna tell you which pair to wear.
I'm gonna wear the pants, little darling.
I'm gonna tell you which pair to wear.
That's what Linda does.
Is it? I better talk to Bob about that afterwards. What do we have here, dearie?
It's all the angels. What time are we getting?
I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, there's a clock there. We got about 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Which one you want to do? This one?
I don't care.
All right, we'll do this one. Key of C.
Played a party last night for some old folk. They were dancing and smiling at me, except an old man alone at a table, as if there's some place that he'd rather be. So I said, sir, can I play something for you? Something special that you'd like to hear. When he looked up at me, he was smiling, but oh, his eyes couldn't hide the tears. And he said, play me the waltz of the angels, and I'll close my eyes and I can dance with my angel again. Let me dance with my angel again.
Time for two more? All right.
Cold, cold heart.
Yep, a little Hank Williams for you here. I tried so hard, my dear, to show that you're my every dream. Yet you're afraid each thing I do is just some evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Another love before my time has left you sad and blue, and so my heart is paying now for things I didn't do. In anger, unkind words are said that make the teardrops start. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? You'll never know how much it hurts to see you sit and cry. You know you need and want my love, yet you're afraid to try. Why do you run and hide from life? To try it just ain't smart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me, but now I know your heart is shackled to a memory. The more I learn to care for you, the more we drift apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Well, thank you so much for having us, Bob. Thank you for the invite.
You
Hope
guys
y'all-
want an encore? Hey,
Sure,
one
sure.
more.
Okay, I got a story about it though. Because we were here a few years ago, and Rose and I had just learned this song. It was done by the Browns, and we were singing at open mic night. And we got up here to sing it, and this is not that common of a song. Most people we sing it to haven't heard of it. So we got up here, and I introduced the song, and James McQuern was sitting right over there. And as soon as I introduced it, I heard this big groan come from him, because it was the exact same song he was up next to sing. How's that?
But he did a nice job.
He
on
did
it.
a nice job, and he didn't feel bad at all. So it's an old Brown song called I Heard the Bluebirds Sing. 1, 2, 3, go. I met a girl out in the hills who gave my lonely heart a thrill. Her beauty seemed just like a breath of spring. And when I looked into her eyes, I thought it blue as summer skies. And when I held her hand in mine, I heard the bluebirds sing. They sang of wondering,
Wondering if he loves her.
will she marry?
Marry if you'll ask her.
Will her heart be
true for him for
then and evermore? And though she's lonely,
lonely is he near her?
when there's sadness,
Sadness will he cheer her?
will they always
be together
until in death they part? I courted her for months on end until she promised we would wed. We planned on being married in the spring. So through the long cold winter months it seemed that spring would never come, and every gloomy winter day I heard the bluebirds sing. They sang of waiting,
Waiting for the flowers
and of once more, and though we're
waiting for the sunshine,
we keep
hating all the storm clouds
that have gathered
o'er the mountains
to keep us far apart. And when at last spring touched the earth, we were married in the village church. Our wedding seemed just like a dream come true. So many years have come and gone, our love is still as true and strong as when I found it long ago. And still the bluebirds sing, they sing of loving
every hour.
that I'm married,
Married to my flower,
we'll be happy
ever after.
as since the day we met. And though we're
Older love is sweeter,
we grow fonder
of each other.
We'll be sweethearts,
close together
until the end of time. Well, thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you.
And give these guys another round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you like this, tell people. If you don't like it,
Don't tell anybody.
that's right. Let's see. Next week is going to be Danny Paul and Michigan Country Music Hall of Fame show. Let's see, over here on my right, against the wall there, Sid Rogers has got a piano for sale. Sid, what's your number? 517 745 6804. You want to call him. It's a nice outfit. We're going to get the jam going here, and stick around. Thanks for coming.